Sunscreen.
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen. Sunscreen.
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen. Oh.
Sunscreen.
Everyone and their mama has been talking about sunscreen everywhere, online, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube, you name it, and you are finally succumbed to the pressure and you want to get a sunscreen. Now the question is, how do you know what sunscreen to get? What are the things that you need to look out for before buying your sunscreen? We're gonna be talking about it today in this video. Hey guys, my name is Mathilda, and today's video I'm going to be telling you all the things that you need to consider, the things that you need to look out for before you go and buy that sunscreen, so you don't waste your money, because in this channel we don't waste money. So if you want to learn all those things, then keep on watching. Now, what is sunscreen? Sunscreen is basically a skincare item, a skincare product like this, which creates a protective barrier against your skin from the harmful UV ultraviolet rays of the sun. Now, before you go on to get your sunscreen, because everyone is talking about it, you need to even know why is sunscreen important. The most important reason why sunscreen is important I just said it was important, okay, but the reason why sunscreen is so important, and it's the most important skincare product in your skincare line, is this: it helps to protect your skin from the UV rays of the sun. I've said UV rays like 3 times in this video, and you're probably wondering, what is so harmful about the UV rays? It damages the DNA in your skin cells, and that can eventually lead to cancer. Apart from the fact that it helps to protect your skin from these rays that can cause cancer, it also helps with aging, it helps to prevent your skin from burning, and it also helps with hyperpigmentation on your skin. It doesn't treat hyperpigmentation, but it helps to prevent further hyperpigmentation from happening in your skin. Number one thing you need to check in your sunscreen before buying it is checking if it is a broad spectrum sunscreen. Now, what is a broad spectrum sunscreen? This is a sunscreen that protects your skin from ultraviolet A and ultraviolet B sun rays, UVA and UVB sun rays. You've probably heard that a couple of times in my videos. Before you get your sunscreen, you need to make sure that it's specified that it's a broad spectrum sunscreen, or that it say UVA/UVB. Now, UVA/UVB on your sunscreen means that the sunscreen is going to protect your skin from UVA and UVB sun rays. Now, these sun rays, you need protection from them because it can cause skin damage, aging, dark spots, and overall cancer. Now, the next thing you need to check in your sunscreen is the SPF. SPF is basically a measure of how effective that sunscreen is against the UV rays of the sun. It basically shows how well your sunscreen filters the sun rays, particularly the UVB sun rays. Now, you shouldn't be checking only if the sunscreen has SPF, because that's not enough. You need to make sure that your sunscreen contains SPF 30 and above. Now, if your sunscreen has SPF 30, that means it protects against 97% of the UVB sun rays. Now, UVB sun rays are what causes burning in your skin. So if it has SPF 30, it means that you're covered for 97%. But if it has SPF 50, it means that the sunscreen can protect your skin from 98% of UVB sun rays. Now, if you notice, I've been emphasizing on UVB sun rays because earlier I said there's UVB and UVA sun rays. Now, not all sunscreens protect you from UVA sunscreens. That is why you need to check if the sunscreen has PA inside it. Now, if your sunscreen has PA+, it means that the sunscreen can protect you from UVA sun rays. Now, these UVA sun rays can be quite harmful to your skin and cause deep skin damage. That is why you need to ensure that your sunscreen covers for those things. So the higher the SPF, the higher the protection that the sunscreen can offer you, and that is why the higher the plus sign, the higher the protection that sunscreen can give you against UVA rays. Now the highest plus you can get for PA is 4 pluses. So if your sunscreen has PA plus 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 plus, it means that it's the highest protection that it can offer you. Sometimes it might be PA plus or PA plus plus, but the highest is PA plus plus plus. So you want to look out for sunscreens that have PA of 4 pluses. That's basically the protection level of the UVA sun rays of the sunscreen. Okay, I've been so serious talking about PA, SPF, broad spectrum, and I know you'll be feeling tense, but if you have those two covered, I think you are mostly good. You now have a sunscreen that adequately protects you. Now, we're going to talk about other things you need to look out for that are basically tailored to you as a person. Now, that brings me to the next point. When you're considering buying a sunscreen, you need to look at the size of the sunscreen. Now, if you don't know, you need to be applying your sunscreen every 2 to 3 hours depending on how exposed you are to the sun. So that means that you need a sunscreen that can cater to that. You need a big sunscreen. Most sunscreens come in 50, 100, 150 ml. So when you're getting a sunscreen, I always advise you get a sunscreen that is from 100 ml. That way it's going to last you a ton and you don't have to be spending money every time buying a 50 ml sunscreen. Like this sunscreen I'm holding right here is 50 ml. You see how this sunscreen is small? It means that the sunscreen will run by very quickly. It's going to finish very quickly, and that means you're going to have to be buying sunscreen every 1 week, depending on how you use it. So you want to make sure that the sunscreen you're getting is a big size. Now, apart from the fact that you need to be applying your sunscreen every 2 to 3 hours, you need to also be applying the adequate amount of sunscreen. Dermatologists recommend that the appropriate amount to apply sunscreen is an ounce of sunscreen, which is basically the size of a shot glass. Still don't understand that? It also means 2 fingers. So there's what we call the 2-finger rule. So applying your sunscreen on 2 fingers, that is the appropriate amount that you should start applying on your skin. And that is actually a lot, which is why you need to consider buying, sorry, I don't know why I did that, but I was trying to be cool. That's why you need to consider buying a bigger sunscreen. The next thing you need to consider when buying sunscreen is if the sunscreen is water resistant, especially if you have sweaty skin. If a sunscreen is labeled as water resistant, it means that the sunscreen will last longer even if you sweat or you're swimming in the pool. Now, the next thing you need to consider when applying or buying your sunscreen is the type of sunscreen you are getting. Is it a chemical sunscreen or a physical sunscreen or a mineral sunscreen? Note, physical or mineral sunscreen is the same thing. It's interchangeable. Now, you might be wondering, what the hell is a chemical sunscreen? What the hell is a physical sunscreen? You guys just keep complicating things even more. And I agree, it's complicated, but I'm going to simplify it for you. Remember that UV rays I've been talking about how, when it penetrates your skin and all of that. I've been talking about it since the beginning of the video. Now, what a chemical sunscreen does is that it absorbs into your skin. It's a chemical sunscreen. It will absorb into your skin, and when the UV rays hit your skin, it would change the chemical structure of that UV rays so that it cannot cause any damage on your skin. So as the sun is hitting your skin, the chemical sunscreen is doing some chemical reaction that's making the UV rays redundant on your skin. So that is a chemical sunscreen. Now, a physical sunscreen, now it's more physical. What it does is that it gives you like a penetrative block over your face, so that as the UV rays are hitting your skin, it's capturing the UV rays and bouncing it back. Basically, that's just a simple way to put it. With the physical sunscreen, The issue with it is because it's giving you a protective barrier, sometimes it can leave a white cast on your skin because of the zinc oxide and titanium dioxide that most physical sunscreens contain. So most people always lean towards chemical sunscreens because it doesn't leave a white cast. It's really hard to find a physical sunscreen that does not leave a white cast. Even me, I'm still looking for a physical sunscreen that doesn't leave a white cast. If we find it, oh my god, I'll be so happy. But for now, we haven't found it. Especially if you are dark skinned, it's going to be hard for you to find a physical sunscreen that doesn't leave white skin. If you are lighter, like you're white, because the cast is white, it probably wouldn't show. So you're kind of good if you're white. But if you're black, it's gonna show, and you gotta stick with the chemical sunscreens. Speaking of white cast and all of that, the last thing you need to consider, you need to look out for when buying your sunscreen is your skin type. What type of skin type do you have? That is going to determine the type of sunscreen that you need. Let's say your sunscreen has hit all these checklists. It has broad spectrum, meaning that it can protect you from UVA and UVB protection. It has SPF 50 plus, PA plus. It has all of those things. Now it's not left for you to now choose, okay, based on my skin type, what sunscreen would I get? Now, if you have oily skin, you should look out for gel-like consistency sunscreens. I've talked about types of sunscreens for oily skin on my channel, so please check it out right here. Now, if you have dry skin, you should consider sunscreens that has a creamy texture. They're going to give you hydration. Your skin has those glycerin, hyaluronic acid, and the likes. Now, example is this Essential hyaluronic acid. I'm just talking about this Essential because it's literally just here. You can get any one, but I have reviews on my channel about sunscreens for dry skin. Now, if you have sensitive skin, that's where you need to sit down and now start considering getting a physical sunscreen, because you having sensitive skin means that you're prone to irritation, and sometimes chemical sunscreens can contribute to your irritation. So you probably want to get a physical sunscreen because it helps people with sensitive skin. It's the best for people with sensitive skin. I mean, if you're at home you're exposed to the sun, you probably just get a physical sunscreen, even though it leaves a white cast because nobody's seeing you, you're just at home. So physical sunscreens are sunscreens that people with sensitive skin should highly consider. Doesn't mean you can't use chemical sunscreens if you have sensitive skin, because I know I've done a review of a sunscreen. I'm gonna leave it up here for sensitive skin, so you're also good too. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the video. You guys should let me know other things that you consider before buying your sunscreen. Let me know in the comment section. Is there any sunscreen you want me to try out, any sunscreen that you're looking to try out? And just let me know in the comment section. Let's have a chit chat about things to look out for. Please, if you have other ideas, other things, please drop it in the comment section so we can all learn together. If you want to see my outside of YouTube, you can check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, TikTok, or Mathilda Duku. You guys know I am a skincare sunscreen advocate, so I have a dedicated playlist of sunscreens on my channel, so please check it out right here and check out any other video here, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.